Vanessa and Troy, thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to talk today about a concern that I know is very near to your heart, which is that of how one sends a Black autistic child into the world safely, and what your concerns are and what you've done proactively to talk to him. So specifically, what have you guys told Tory about what to do when he is stopped by a police officer in a car or on the street?
He knows that he needs to keep his hands visible. He needs to ask the officer exactly what he wants, and he needs to tell the officer exactly what he's getting ready to do, and to remain calm and non-argumentative, and that basically will keep him safe.
I'll add to that. I've asked Tory to be specific with the officer, to let him know he is a person with autism.
Mm-hmm.
Loud noises will cause him to be overstimulated, fast movements, and to just tell the officer everything that he's doing. I'm going to reach for my wallet. I don't have any weapons. But most importantly, tell him that he is a person with a disability.
Okay, anything else you want parents to know about your journey raising a child of color with a disability?
The race part in my desire for Tory to look at a person beyond their skin color, I really feel like I missed an important lesson for my child. So I would just say if I had to do it all over again, I would teach my son to embrace his culture, his color, and to teach him the hard lessons that, and I've always taught him or told him that when you walk in the room, there are three strikes against you. You're a male, a Black male, and a male with autism. So I always told him that, and told him that you have to work that much harder than your counterparts because of those three things. It doesn't seem fair, but that's just life. And just tell parents it's a journey. It's a journey, and to just meet as many people, as many parents, and try to be a little transparent, because it goes a very, very long way. I've gotten so much help by being transparent, meeting you, for example. Our transparency allowed us, access to one of the best programs ever. There's a lot of help out there.
I would say, just to expound on what she said, this is not a quick fix. It's not you're going to wake up and say that you've reached the end of this this journey. This is a lifelong journey, and at any turn, try to share your story. You don't know if there's any silent suffering going on, where people are not reaching out to get the help that they need. So I would say that use your story as a case history, and let people learn from you. You've made mistakes along the way. You've had successes along the way. Never stop trying to learn what you can do to get to the other side. So getting to the other side, we are at a crest right now where we thought that we would never be. They sending Tory to a school in Florida,
Right.
and where we didn't think about this 15, 10 years ago, but we are comfortable with this, and so that's what I would say.
The other is learn your child.
Yeah.
Know your child, your child. We all have our own journey. It's not going to be exactly the same. And another person's success, some of their successes could be attainable. People are looking at Tory now like his success is not attainable. Well, guess what? They said he wasn't going to be able to talk and not to expect much years ago. So, don't look at another person's close to the end of their journey and not believe that could be you if you're beginning your journey.
You're going to have naysayers along the way. Somebody's always going to think that they can tell you no. And I just like for everybody to know that never bet against your kid. Definitely never bet against Tory. He gonna take all your money.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and experiences with us.
Thank you for having us. We really
thanks.
Appreciate it. Hope it helps.
I'm Tawara Goode, an associate professor in the Department of Pediatrics at Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington, D.C. I serve as director of the Georgetown University National Center for Cultural Competence and the University Center of Excellence in Developmental Disabilities. I welcome the opportunity to review and provide my perspective about The Talk, one of several videos produced by the PCORI-funded Unstuck on Target study. The video, appropriately named The Talk, is a ritual that many African-American and Black families have with their children, emphasizing how they may be perceived negatively by others, both within and outside of their racial and cultural group communities. The couple featured in this video, Vanessa and Troy Ridgeway, provided an example of the talk with their son, Tory, within the context of law enforcement, a fear that many parents across race, ethnicity, and culture have for their autistic children, and how this fear is significantly greater because of the convergence of race, ethnicity, gender, and disability. The fact that social, behavioral, and neurological characteristics of autism make a child even more vulnerable than a child with a physical disability is a powerful reminder that the danger that autistic children and their families face. Vanessa expressed regret that she did not teach her son more about race and the manifestations of racism that he will invariably encounter throughout life just because of his multiple cultural identities. She instead focused a message of equality and non-discrimination, that the color of one's skin should not determine what happens to them in life. However, looking back, Vanessa realizes that this is the exact opposite for her son because of intersectionality. And we define intersectionality as the experience of discrimination and oppression because of one's membership in multiple marginalized social groups, including those of race, gender, and disability. Vanessa and Troy offer important perspectives to parents of autistic children. They urge parents to have unwavering beliefs in the inherent abilities of their children and to never, ever, under any circumstances, surrender to dream killers, those professionals who told them Tory could never achieve because of his diagnosis. Vanessa and Troy instilled this belief in their son, who started college this school year. While the video is intended for parents, its message is highly beneficial to education and social service professionals.